Hi, how are you? Absolutely. So, I think I already served some there. Yeah? Where is the. Yep. Good. Is that enough? Absolutely. Cool. Cool. Can you hear me right? Yeah? Okay. Jimmy, can we test the music, please? Can you put it like in minute one, minute two, just to test the volume? That's perfect. Now we can go back to the beginning, please. Are you ready? Yeah. Timekeeper ready? Everyone at home ready? Music, please. Time. Welcome, judges. My name is Carlos Escobar, and I am proudly the son of a Colombian coffee farmer, which means that I've been linked to coffee since I was born. But if growing up in a coffee region taught me something, it is the tradition of storytelling. And that is exactly what I have for you today. Today, I want to tell you a story about hope. A story of a coffee grower that is inspiring a whole new generation of Colombian coffee farmers. Judges, this is the story that changed the Colombian coffee industry. This is the story of a farm that is pushing the boundaries of conventional coffee processing. This is the story of Finca El Paraíso. Let me tell you the story. Chapter 1, The Legacy. Over the last 2 decades, Colombian farmers have had a rough patch. Climate change forcing some farmers to entirely relocate. Pest and diseases lowering the cap quality, but above anything else, extremely low coffee prices. Now, judges, could you afford to keep growing coffee like this? Well, not many farmers could, and they had to abandon coffee. Sadly, one of those farmers was my dad, who, after losing money for 5 consecutive years, had no other option than giving up on coffee. Fortunately, there's still some hope for Colombian farmers, which take us to chapter 2, the hero. Diego Samuel Bermúdez is an agronomist and founder of Finca El Paraíso in Cauca, Colombia. As an agronomist, Diego understood all the challenges that farmers like my dad were facing. That's why he decided to start innovating in different fermentation techniques. He was one of the first ones to start cultivating his own microorganisms, something he now shares with all his neighbors and even other regions of Colombia. This has helped them improve the cap quality and get better prices for their coffee. This is why he's now considered one of the heroes of his coffee region. Now, chapter 3, the coffee. The coffee I have for you today is the best lot Diego has ever produced. It was especially made for you guys today, for this competition. And it's the one I believe best represents Colombia, with its bright acidity and intense sweetness. It is a washed geisha varietal, which will showcase beautiful tropical and floral notes. But to get more out of this coffee, Diego decided to use his experimental 720 hours anaerobic wash process. In this process, the coffee starts with a double-stage anaerobic fermentation. First, in full cherries for 360 hours at 18 degrees and 4 bars of pressure in tank. Then, with mucilage only for an extra 360 hours at 17 degrees and 2 bars of pressure in tank. This change of pressure, skin contact, and pressure is what highlights the tropical fruit notes that you will find in the cup. Now, chapter 4, the coffee, the brewing method. I chose origami dripper for its large hole at the bottom and deeper grooves. This let the water flow faster, which generates higher clarity of flavors. I use 14 grams of coffee, mostly about 1,000 microns, and 200 grams of water. This coarse grind size and 1:14 ratio is the one that best fit El Paraíso and let me get flavor intensity and clarity. My technique, I use 2 equal pours of 100 grams each, letting the coffee bloom for 1 minute and 30 seconds in between. A longer blooming time and a higher amount of water in the first pour helps me saturating the internal structure of the coffee grounds, which results in higher extraction yields. Basically, it let me get more flavors with less water. Talking about water, the temperature today, 88 degrees, as this is the one that let me get that red fruit sweetness that you will find in the cup. I also decided to create my own water recipe, starting with 80 ppm of magnesium to highlight the floral aspects, 30 ppm of calcium for a richer texture and more intense sweetness, and 10 ppm of bicarbonates to balance the acidity. Judges, it is almost your time to try this extraordinary coffee. But first, please follow my instructions. Start assessing this coffee only after I finish my presentation. For the aroma, please swirl the cup gently, lift it, and assess the aroma. And all attributes of the coffee should be assessed drinking directly from the cup. No need for cupping spoons today. This cup was especially designed to accentuate aromatics and flavor clarity. Now, let's write the last chapter of the story. In the aroma, you will find strawberry, hibiscus flowers, and red candy apple. The flavors of this coffee, when hot, start with fresh strawberry, followed by hibiscus tea, and finishing with pomegranate. When the coffee gets too warm and cold, the flavors start with strawberry candy, followed by cantaloupe, and finishing with sweet raspberry. The aftertaste is long, with subtle notes of rose tea. The acidity, when hot, medium-high intense. Citric and malic, like red cherry. When warm and cold, is medium intense. Citric and lactic, like raspberry yogurt. The body is medium weight throughout. When hot, juicy, mouth-watering. And when warm and cold, rich and creamy. My favorite part, the perfect balance of all these attributes together. Now, judges, the last part of the story. I believe we all play an important role in this industry. My role as a storyteller is to bridge the gap between the farmers and the end consumer. The message of this story is only raising awareness about the real heroes of the industry. We're gonna push it forward. I hope you enjoyed my story today. Time.
And that was Carlos Escobar. Carlos representing Australia. Carlos, if you just join me over here very quickly in the interview corner. I have to say, you are a very good salesperson.
I am a salesperson.
You are a salesperson. Well, there you go. That's why I was like, I need to drink that coffee. That was so good.
I hope you get to try it. It's a very special coffee, specially made for this competition. I hope the judges enjoy it.
Amazing. Is there anything else you want to say to your friends, family, fans
Absolutely.
back home?
A special mention for my coach, Simon, which I'm sure he's watching. He couldn't come with me to Italy because in Australia, living due to COVID is very difficult. And he put so much time and energy on this, as much as I do. So, broski, this is for you. This is our competition. Love you.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Carlos. We'll see you backstage.
Absolutely.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
And we're just going to cut to a quick sponsor break as we wait for our next competitors. Give it up for Carlos, please. Big round of applause for Carlos.